Connect. I'm your host Sam, and we are back again with another video. And today we are covering none else than Everton. This has been a video that has been in my head since, I don't know, the start of time, if I may say. So there's this team that everyone are not looking at. They've had a nice start in the Premier League. They're doing some amazing work in terms of play and so on and so forth. They are looking like they are set for this new season. They're actually the scariest team. They played, no, I know it's only 2 games that have been played, guys. But look at what this team is doing. Everton. You know, it's actually hard for me to be doing this video as a Liverpool fan. I don't know, but I just want to say, because this is a football channel and we cannot be looking at what suits me or what. How have you seen Everton, guys? How have you seen Everton? How is Carlo Ancelotti's team? He's creating something. He's creating something, I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, this is going to be something that is going to be interesting. I just had to give my words and just talk about what will happen, because it seems like it's a team that is going to be there for the taking, to beat. I haven't seen any team that has challenged it yet since all the teams that they've played against. So let's do this. Before we go anywhere, guys, do us a favor. If you are new, please click subscribe to this channel. Show your appreciation. Click subscribe to this channel. Let us grow. We want to reach the threshold of YouTube, you know, that 1,000 subscribers and stuff like that. So please do us a favor, guys. Help us by subscribing to make this page grow, or to make us a bigger page than we are right now. But let's talk about Everton, guys. How have you seen Everton? How have you seen this team? You know, it was quiet. Everton was a team that we were enjoying to see. Then they brought Carlo Ancelotti last year. Is it? Yeah, last year. They brought him after they put a legend of the team, or a former player like the Arteta and Arsenal, in Frank Lampard in Chelsea. And he did win some games, but there were a lot of mistakes he was doing as a coach. I'm trying to remember his name. I think you can always remind me here. There were a lot of mistakes he was doing as a coach. Then they decided to go get the Napoli coach, Carlo Ancelotti. The only time I knew Ancelotti was his time in Chelsea, where he won some few silverware. At the same time, the time he was at Napoli, because there were a lot of games he played with Liverpool for the past 2 seasons. It seems like in the Champions League, Liverpool have always been put together with Ancelotti or with Napoli. So I did see him. He's a good coach. Now he's at Everton. He goes his first year. He comes and serves the club when they were actually in the brink of breaking. They were actually about to be relegated, and he comes and he offers this new mentality. Then we see some changes, but it wasn't yet the Everton that he wanted. Then we had the pandemic. Then the football as a whole had to stop. After continuing the project restart, Everton was a different team. It was a different team, and now it was the transfer news. It was the transfer period. Then Carlo Ancelotti decided to do good business. He brought a few players in James Rodriguez, and is it Evan or something like that? Let me check. He brought James Rodriguez, he brought Alan, and he brought Decore to the team that was already there. So 2 games have been played. Everton right now in the Premier League, I think they're number 1 or 2. I'm not really sure. Let me check that right now. Everton, which number they are in the Premier League right now? I think they're number 1 or 2. They've won all their 2 games. Can somebody tell me which number is Everton? Okay, this is the last game they played against West Brom. So it's looking like a team that has a mission this time, guys. Everton, I'm telling you, a lot of things have been happening, and it's showing that it has something to offer in the Premier League this season more than any other time. So okay, let me introduce you to my screen. So yeah, they are number 2, following Leicester, guys. Everton, they've won all their goal games, and they are doing something that Everton was not doing. They are actually scoring, so which makes this team a threat to the Big 6. I'm talking about the Big 6 of the Premier League, talking of the likes of Liverpool, Manchester City. Okay, I know those two, Liverpool and Manchester City, are the team that we cannot touch at the moment. They are the biggest team, so we put them up there. But talking of teams like Tottenham, Chelsea, Manchester United, Arsenal, those four teams, Everton is a 100% a full threat this season. And Carlo Ancelotti, it seems like they are now playing proper football now. I feel like okay, they are being scored some goals, and that keeper is a little bit questionable. From Kepa, I think he might be the number 2 or 3 keeper who's making a lot of mistakes in the Premier League. Kepa being the worst, if we are gonna rate them, but rating him out of 10, I might say, in all his games, these 2 games that have been played, he has given there around the 6 out of 10, which is an average. If we are looking at it, 6 being an average, or even a 5, you can give your predictions down in there. How do you see the keeper of Everton, Pickford, the English number 1, the England number 1 goalkeeper? But Everton, nobody can take that away from them. This has been a team that has been so dangerous, guys. So I've put is that I've assembled some of the things that I want to show you about this team from the first game they played against Tottenham to the second game that they played against West Brom. Yeah, West Brom. I want you to see the difference of this. The Everton team is actually dangerous to look at right now. And again, guys, I'm using this new website that I told you about. It's called Who Scored, yes. So this was the first game that they played against Tottenham. In terms of position, let me look at the position. They dominated, though Tottenham did dominate in position with 51, and Everton was 48 in position. That's how it was, which was going to be more, by the way, but this is how it looked like. Tottenham had more touches than them. No, in fact, they had more touches than Tottenham, which is weird. So why is that? I don't know. Maybe there are some things that they were looking at these people. But look at this, guys. They played against Tottenham at their own home ground, Tottenham, and they won by 1-0, which I have to say Tottenham were not really in the game. Look at how their ratings were like. Kane got 1.5. Can you believe it? Harry Kane, English is number 1. He got 1 point something, but okay, we won't focus on that. Calvert-Lewin, the player who scored, got 1.3, 3.7 for Richard Allison. Rodriguez got 5. Decore got 5. Alan got 5. Gomez got 3.5. Dean got 6.2. Mosekin, no, it's Kin, not Mosekin. Kin got 5.4. Mina got 5. Koolman got 3.6. Then Pickford got 3.3 in terms of their rating. But in terms of the game, yeah, this was a low game. I remember this game so well. No, I think I was looking at the wrong thing, guys. This was the position of what everyone did here. Now looking at the ratings of each and every player, like Kenya got 6, which is the average to me out of 10. But look at Richard Allison, guys. I think he was the best of all the teams, both this side and this side, by 9.2. Richard Allison was that team player who does run, but it seems like Carlo Ancelotti is identifying something in him that people haven't seen in him. He's actually playing football now. He's actually a bowler, and is now being used as one of the best, if I may say. He's doing amazing work, guys, under Carlo Ancelotti this season, followed by Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin, you've always been saying, he was always been told that this Englishman, but now look at his rating since the beginning. Look at this game. This was against Tottenham, guys. Look at how he was performing. Rodriguez, it was his first debut game, which was okay, as he was still starting to get himself in the game. Gomez, remember Gomez once got an injury that took him out, that people thought he was not going to come back in the world of football, but he's back again and is performing. Alan, the new signing, He's destroying mid in the middle, partnering with Decore, who I just felt like, I don't know why big teams could not actually take Decore, because he's just a bowler. He's one of the best Premier League midfield I've seen. I wanted him in Liverpool at some point, and I still want him, but now because of Everton and the bad blood, I don't see that happening. But that's a story for another day. But look at how these guys are performing. Look at each and everyone. Everyone has a purpose to play. Dean is getting 8. Keane got 7.2. Mina 7.2. Koeman 7. There's no any. The only player who was low is only Gomez, who got 6.4 in terms of rating, and the players who joined in when the game was about to finish, Mozikin, Davis, and Sigurdsson. But in the first team, look at how they are performing, guys. I don't know. I should not noticing something here, guys. There's something that this team is going to offer. I want to look at something. Let me go on the chalkboard of this team, of this game. Everton are the one in blue, right? I want you to look at how many shots that they had. Some were off target and some that were on target. They had 15 shots on 15 shots rather than the team of Tottenham, which were 9. Passes completed. It seems like Tottenham did pass them in passes here, guys, but they are not that far. They're not really that far. Dribbles, attempts, intersections, they're dominating on all these things. Tottenham are dominating some. Blocks, Tottenham have more. Offsides, 1. Fouls, Tottenham had more. Duels, touches. Look at this. They actually dominated in terms of the touches on the ball, more than Tottenham itself. Look at this, guys, including the goals. That shows you that this team has something that they're gonna offer in this season. I'm telling you. Look at how many times Tottenham was losing. Saves, they had 5. Pickford was the player who was on par, if we may say. Clumps and some of the touches that were done in the game, there were also more. But it's an interesting game, guys. I'm telling you that Everton has more to offer than what people even think them to be. They have more to offer, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens in terms of how this game develops. I'm looking at something here. I wanted to see the shots that are on target. Let me check here. Shots on target, they had 4 to Tottenham of 5. They had more, and they showed like they had actually a purpose to play rather than what was happening here. Off target, 7, of course, but it shows that this team has something. I'm talking about, this is one of the big 6 teams in Tottenham, guys, and I'm sure you are seeing how they were dominating on the team, how they were working so hard to provide, like they have something to offer in the Premier League. That's what I feel, and we need to keep looking at them. Now, what can you say? How do you see this team going, guys? I don't know if this is the word to use. I'm really curious to see what else they're going to offer in the Premier League and what else they're going to give in the Premier League, because this team looks like it's a team that is going to be there for such a long time, and they're going to surprise a lot. They did surprise me in their beginning 2 games, and they're showing they're actually above us, Liverpool. I know we're the bad game against Leeds, but that's not an excuse. They're going to do crazy stuff, this team. And if Manchester United, this is something that I wanted to say to you guys. I don't know if you agree with me. Let me hear that on the comments below. If Manchester United don't do the signings that they have to do to prepare for the season, which other team? And if Arsenal don't perform like how they are doing it, they are not affected with the injuries and stuff, and don't get some interesting signings. And Tottenham, if they don't work on how they want to be developed, Everton are gonna be up there. In fact, they're gonna be fine. You're gonna find them challenging for the top 4. We are saying, keep watching, guys. This team is a team that we're going to have to look at it so much and actually identify what they're gonna offer. But before we go anywhere, guys, do us a favor. Click the subscribe button, like this video if you're enjoying what I'm doing. If you're an Everton fan, you see I'm going off my way as a Liverpool fan to show my appreciation for your team as they are doing wonders. in my book. They are doing wonders, something that we didn't expect them to do. So last week they played their first game at the Goodison Park, like in the home of Everton, where they were playing against West Brom, a newly promoted team. That's what I'm gonna say. It was a game that was interesting. They won by 5-2. I think you remember this. Let me put it on my screen. They did win by 5-2. An interesting game. And look again. Richarlison, if he's not the man of the match of that game, Calvert-Lewin is now stepping up to the gas. He's now stepping up to offer more than what people were expecting. So look at the team again. I think Mina, Coleman, and Decore dropped for this one. Gomez went up by 1 from the Tottenham game. Alan didn't. Rodriguez rised even higher. Keane remained where he was, and even Dini remained where he is. Let me check. I think I'm just telling the truth here, guys. I'm just giving you the information that I'm seeing here. Okay. Where's this match center? Yes. Like what I was saying. No, this is Tottenham side. Gomez went up by 4, in fact. Alan, Decore did drop. Koeman did drop. You see, Pickford did drop. But look at how these guys are playing, guys. Dean, Keane, Pickford, Mina, and Koeman. This is an interesting team, guys. Look at how many goals they scored. They won by 5-2. Like 5-2. That's how serious they were. You know that you have to be afraid now. You have to be afraid of this team. If you are not afraid, then you have your own problems. You need to be afraid of this team, cause it's gonna be interesting to see where they're gonna go from this. Looking at the shots, they had 17 shots. 17 shots, and these are the players that you're seeing there that have been singled out, that are actually reflecting. They are the shots, they are the players that contributed in the 17 shots of the game. Position. Let me see more about the shots. Shots on target were 7. Shots off target were 5. Shot blocks were 5. Dominic Calvert-Lewin with 6. Richarlison with 5. Then this one's for West Brom. Then Michael Keane with 2. I'm telling you guys, if you don't start looking after this team, looking exactly at what this team is doing, you're gonna be shocked. You're gonna be shocked this season, especially big teams. I'm actually saying more worried about Manchester United, because out of all the teams, it seems like it's the only team that haven't strengthened. Chelsea bought 7 players, for Christ's sake, with the keeper that just joined us. So they have a lot of players and they can prepare for this team. I feel if Frank Lampard gets his players well. Look at this. Yerry Mina. This is the position. The ones who kept the more position. Yerry Mina, Alan, Lucas, Michael Keane, and Lucas Dean and Adrian Gomez. Passes successful. They had 90. That has never happened in an Everton shirt. They used to be the Angry Bird, but they've changed now. They're going under the new thing, and they seems like a team with a purpose. A team with a purpose, 100%. Dribbles. They are showing that they have more to offer. Richard Alisson, he was on fire, guys, with 2 assists, all of them to Calvert-Lewin. Okay, yes, to Calvert-Lewin. I think so. Yeah, to Calvert-Lewin scored more goals. Uwobe did enter in this game. But you see, Area Joe was won. As you can see here. Lucas Dean, Michael Keane. I don't know. I just want to hear from you guys. Please say your truth, because this team is now starting to scare me one way or the other. It's starting to scare me. I'm looking at it and I'm wondering what else are they going to offer. Those Merseyside derbies now, I think I should be worried. But because maybe we signed Thiago Alcantara, maybe I don't need to be worried just yet. But this team has a mission, guys. It's a team on a mission, and they are proving it in the ground, on the paper, that they have a mission. Carlo Ancelotti has a mission. And if we don't start talking about them now, they're gonna surprise you and they'll do more than what people are expecting. So look at yourself, guys. Look at your team. Go back on your team, look at it, how they are performing. If you want me to cover that, you can always send me on the comments of the page, or you can even send me. I have my email there. We can do talk. And if you wanna be on this page, guys, also my email is there. We can talk, so that if you wanna talk, we'll find ways to push you on this thing talking. But look at Everton, guys. It's a team that we need to be afraid of. Let me show you the area of the heat map in this game, how they performed. Look at how they were attacking. This is Everton. This is the touches. Okay, the more game was played, more the red zone was in the middle. Then their attacks were more on the side, and they were just going there to finish the bomb, to just finish the game. And they did finish the game. They did win. It's a team that we need to be afraid of, guys. It has a mission, and it seems like the mission, if it's not repeat, it's to shock the world. So that's me talking. I'm gonna talk about Everton again, guys, just to remind you, after maybe 10 games played in the Premier League, to come back and just review them and just remind you about what I was talking about, and you didn't believe me when I'm talking right now. And I'm gonna give you some things and ways, because we have more data about them. If this team doesn't get injuries and they continue with the way they are right now, there's a team to beat. This is a team that is there to shock the whole world, and you have to watch out for them. Touches, look at how they are dominating, how they were dominating. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Unheard of for this team. It's amazing. But you have to keep looking at them, guys. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about this team, Everton? Does it scare you? Should your team be afraid of this team? Or you guys are okay and everything is going so well, and you are not afraid of challenge, and you just want to prove that you are the best, whatever your team you are supporting there. I, as a Liverpool fan, okay, I'm not really that afraid, but look at what this team is doing. They won 5-2. The next game, which team is that? Which team are they playing against? Let me check that. Everton, the next game they're playing against the Crystal Palace tomorrow, which I'm gonna do a watch along, because with what they've done, they have actually earned the right for me to do a watch along about them. Then we'll see what we can do, talk about this game that we're gonna have tomorrow. But Everton is a team, guys, that is there up there and showing that they have more to offer into the Premier League than any other team out there. So please don't forget to subscribe. That helps us a lot as MB, as we are trying to grow here at the Football Connect. At the same time, show your appreciation, guys, by liking this video, sharing it on your social media. Let people know about this. And don't forget, as I'm typing this, don't forget to subscribe. Guys. Don't forget to subscribe. That plays a bigger role to the team. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe so that we grow. Don't forget, guys. Don't forget. As much as you enjoy the content, guys, don't forget. Don't forget to subscribe. FOMO. But anyway, guys, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your comments. Please do that. Do us a favor. Leave your comments. Show us that you appreciate what's happening here, guys. As much as we are trying to grow, as much as we're giving too much information that we give. And you need to be worried about this Everton, especially if you are Chelsea. That is not yet sorted if they play with them very soon. Or United, especially United, guys. Everton is an interesting team we have this season, and they're showing that they have a mission. So tell me what you think. Let me hear your thoughts. Let me hear what you're expecting to see from this team, and we'll talk again together. So we'll be back again. I think around 1 o'clock or 1:30, we'll be back again on the transfer. I have not done that for such a long time, and the news in general, talking about the games that happened. At the same time, around 5 o'clock my time, I'm gonna set a reminder for you guys. Around 5 o'clock my time, I'll be back again giving my predictions again for the next week, which I've been losing a lot. I'll give my predictions as well. Then Later on in the evening, I'll be back again talking about the biggest game of the week. In fact, there are gonna be two games that I talk about, the biggest games of the week, because I think I'm gonna do two leagues this time. The other game that is coming from Serie A, which is Roma versus Juventus. Is this still a big game? I believe it's a big game. I'm gonna cover that one on the watch along if I get the rights and stuff like that. You can expect that. But even though the Liverpool versus Arsenal, I'll be back again around 10 talking about the big games of the week. So please tune in for that and let's talk about what happens and we'll see where we'll be going. But before wasting time, before we disappear, guys, this has been Sam and this has been the Football Connect. Show your appreciation by clicking subscribe. Show that you appreciate our channel, guys. And please don't miss anything here by clicking the bell icon that is there so that you never miss when we come live or we go for another thing. So thank you very much for watching. This has been Sam and I hope you are excited for the new week that is coming ahead. We start tomorrow with all the games all over the world. I hope that excites you and we'll talk about them more often as we move on. So this has been Sam. Thank you very much for watching. We'll meet again.